As promised, we're going to be showing you our movie theater room and how we created it. We did it all ourselves, and we're going to be showing you some of the step-by-step stuff that we've done. And yeah, so let's get going. Please watch the whole video because at the end, I'm going to be telling you all the different prices of what it cost us to create this movie theater room. So I want to start this video off by explaining to you guys how we created this movie theater and the materials that we used to create it. We've always wanted a movie theater, so when we renovated this house, we were left with an empty room and we decided this would be a perfect spot for a movie theater room. So step one in creating this movie theater room was to build the platforms. These platforms were designed in a way that everyone in the movie theater room, whether they're sitting in the back row or the front row, they'd all have a great view of the screen. So my brother, who is a carpenter, was able to build these 3 platforms very easily and very well structured. The things we needed to create this movie theater is going to be a big white wall, a projector, and then also, of course, you're going to need speakers and speaker wire. So once the platforms were built, me and my dad came in. Before we had the walls all drywalled, we pulled in all the wires for the speakers. The speaker setup that we put in was a 7.1 stereo system, surround sound. And what that means is that there'll be 7 different channels of sound going to each speaker. So these 2 speakers here will have separate sound than those speakers on the right side of the room. We also have different sound going to the ceiling speakers, different sound going to the front speakers, and also front left, front right speakers. So sound is going all over the place and it really submerges you into the movie. And one of my favorite things about a movie theater is definitely going to be sound. So sound was a very important thing to make sure we do right when we were making this movie theater room. So we wanted to stick with 2 different brands. These are going to be Klipsch speakers. We use Klipsch and Polk Audio. It's better if you use just one brand. That way you get the same amount of sound in each speaker, but we weren't able to do that. So we stuck with just 2 brands. So the speakers in the front are Klipsch and the ones in the back and the ceiling ones are all Polk Audio. Really great speakers, really good sound. We're very impressed by them. So once all the speakers were in place, we had to bring in all the wires to our receiver. This is a Denon receiver. I'll let you know all the prices that we spent on the wires and the speakers later in the video. So just don't click away. So this is our Denon receiver. This is what does all the work on transferring all the sound to each speaker. It's a great machine. It supports 4K and this, of course, the 7.1 audio surround sound. And also what you can do is you can connect your what do they call it? The Blu-ray. I know people don't have the Blu-ray anymore, but we have a PlayStation. We connect our PlayStation, also our projector to this. So this is just basically the main brain of the whole movie theater. Come on over here. I'm going to show you our setup. We have our receiver here, so I'm just going to turn it on. We have our receiver connected to our PlayStation. And yeah, just have to turn these 2 devices on, and then it gets displayed on our projector. So all we needed for the screen was a white wall. It had to be matte. It couldn't be any glossy because you don't want any reflections. And after that, just a dark room and a good quality projector. This one supports 4K, so it's nice and crisp. And we're basically filling up 20 feet of screen. It's really, really fun to watch. Yeah, sorry, just a minute. Yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoy this video. We're gonna be showing more clips. And I'll be right back. Just be quiet, okay? I'm 1 minute, just 1 minute. I'm not that mean usually. Yes! I will taste your blood. So once my dad and I finished off with the wires, connecting it to the receiver, we were able to finish off the construction, which means we were able to drywall the walls, paint it, also finished up the flooring. We even put flooring on our ceilings, just on this angled ceiling here. That helps with just some sound absorption. You just don't want too much sound bouncing off the walls. So yeah, this carpet on the ceiling, or this angled ceiling here, really helped for that. So once the construction was all completed, we don't have any more dust from the drywall or anything, we were able to bring in these nice couches. And I must say, these are really high-end, nice couches. We got a power supply here to charge up your phone. Nice cup holders in 2 spots here. These lights turn on and off just by tapping the cup holder. And we have 2 lights here. Also, we have a 3rd seat by folding these in, so we're able to seat more people. Yeah, it's just a really nice, good quality chair, very comfortable. I'm able to put my feet back, and at the same time, I'm able to bring this headrest forward just so that I can keep my eyes on the screen, even if I'm all the way back. Last but not least, we brought in all the decorations. My mom and sister had a lot of fun. They got these posters from Disney, they put in the poster frames, and also brought in other decorations such as that exit sign, which is pretty cool. We also had a popcorn machine, but we decided to sell that. It's just, you know, something fun to have, great to have for a movie theater room. So let's talk numbers. For us to build this movie theater room, we needed more speakers than usual just because the room was quite a bit bigger. In total, we brought in 14 different speakers. They ranged to be around $400 to $1,000 per speaker. I think we spent about $6,000 on speakers. So enough about sound. There's still the projector. We bought one from Costco, and I think it was about $1,500 to $2,000 for the projector. It's 4K. It's a great projector. It probably wasn't the best quality because we know that projectors, there's always going to be something better. Thing about sound doesn't necessarily improve that much with technology. A little bit, they always come up with something a little bit better. But if you invest in good sound, you know, it's still going to be good for years to come. With projectors, you know, there's going to be 8K projectors now. There's better 3D technology. So we didn't want to spend too much on the projector itself. But it's still a good one. It's still holding out good. It's about 5 years old now, so still great. So we spent about $1,000 on the wiring. That was because we needed actually a lot of wires, and we didn't want to cheap out on it. If you cheap out on the wires, but you have the best speakers and the best receiver, the sound just won't be able to perform well because the wiring is actually a very important part of the sound system. Now for the seating, we ended up spending more than we really needed to. It's something that you don't have to go all in because you could just end up using some couches that you might have already. We spent, I think, about $1,800 per unit. And it doesn't really do much for the picture or the sound. It's just more for the comfort. We bought them a bit later after the movie theater was built, and we decided to go with these really nice ones. Of course, on top of all of those costs, there's going to be the overall construction costs, the lighting, electrical, and just there's going to be other stuff that maybe I didn't mention here. But if you're doing it yourself and you want to stay on more of a budget, I would say if you're doing in-wall wiring, you don't want to cheap out on that because once they're in, you're not going to be switching them out. As well as speakers, I feel like buying good quality speakers, you buy it once and you just keep them. Receivers is another good thing that you want to buy because it's the main brain of the whole movie theater operation. So those are the things that you do want to invest money into. And then your projector, that's something you're probably going to be switching out every 5 years or something like that. So you can to start off maybe focus on sound, and then after some time you can improve your projector over time. So yeah, there's not a lot involved with a movie theater. But there's just some key things to know, and it's a lot of fun doing it yourself and being able to watch your movies that you enjoy on a movie theater that you've created yourself. So yeah, we had a lot of fun. It was a family effort. My dad, me, my mom, my sister, my brother, we all worked hard and we got this done. And yeah, we're pretty proud of it. Hey, thank you everybody for watching this video to the end. If you have any questions, please drop them in our comment section because we'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. Please subscribe to us. We're going to be posting a lot of new content about our house, about our life, and it should be fun. So until then, I'm going to exit.